everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a few days since I did any kind of vlogging, but I'm starting a new journal. I got this from Michaels way back when. I know it's summer themed. I love the cover. I love the covers. The colors on the cover rather. So I didn't start writing in it today, but I do have this prepped, the front page prepped, cover page prepped. Number 73. This is the start date till I don't know when. I'm probably going to get done with this by the time fall comes, which is September 22nd. So I have my first entry prepped. So this is the first page. There is a backstory about this. I'm going to get into it in a short while. I did decorate some of this journal. I'm probably going to decorate more of it later on today, probably after I upload this video. I took care of about 10 or so pages in here, so that's plenty. So this past Friday, I went to the bookstore, went to Barnes & Noble, close to where I live. So the reason why I went to Barnes & Noble is to do some journaling in this journal. It's my soul searching journal that I brought to your attention in one of my videos. I started this one in May. I haven't written in it until last Friday. And these are like lists of things. This is my many out of certain things about what I want in life, what, questions of where am I going in life, what I want to do, that sort of thing. That's what this is all about. I don't know what else I'm going to be writing about as the time goes by. I don't write this thing every day. Like I indicated before, I only did 2 entries since I started this in May. So the first one was in May, the second one was just this past Friday. So before I went ahead and did the journaling, I took a look around. And actually, I was debating whether or not I wanted to look around and then do some journaling at the bookstore. And kind of at the last minute, I started to browse around. So I bought The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. If you know anything about her, she's a be married to the film director Martin Scorsese. I think that's how his last name is pronounced. But this is all about the morning pages and the artist dates. So I read this book a long time ago, at least, oh gosh, almost 11 years ago now. I had the one with the black cover. And I started to do morning pages for a period of time. And then after a while, like right around the pandemic, I started to wind down with it. And I tried to pick back up with doing the morning pages here and there. I did a notebook here, I did a notebook there. And I never really stuck with it for some reason. And ever since I started reading the book, or ever since I started reading this on Friday, it piqued my interest. And actually, it came with a starter kit. That's what I was showing you on the first page of my journal entry, and the one that, the colorful journal that I showed you. So this is the journal that it came with. I actually did start it on Friday when I came back from home. And ever since then, I've been really banging it out. I've been doing the typical 3 pages of Story of Conscience, and it's just like a whole mishmash of random thoughts, things like that. Nothing really significant, nothing important, but I feel like I could really actually get somewhere with this thing, which I'm hoping to do. And I have a lot of extra baggage. I have a lot of sad things that I still need to heal from. And this is one of the perfect ways to do that. Not only that, but of course prayer too. I pray very often to the Lord. As you know, I pray every day. But I'm definitely going to stick with this. I don't know if I'm going to have other notebooks beyond this thing. I don't know. I'd like to say yes. And I was actually going to start morning pages before getting this, but I'm like, oh, do I really want to do them again? Nah. I'll wait and see what will happen now. I don't want them. Yeah, maybe, that type of thing. And I was going back and forth in my mind about whether I wanted to do the morning pages again. And once I saw the book, I started reading it again. I'm glad I started this whole thing. And I did vent out a lot in this notebook so far. What is it gonna look like in 3 months from now when I'm finally done with it? I have no idea. That I can't answer a question with that. But I can say that I plan to stick with it. I'd look to see if I could do a few more notebooks after that, see how that's all gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it for the rest of my life. That remains to be seen. I'm definitely not gonna give up my everyday journal, because I write in here like about what goes on in my life, what happens in my life. It's another form of journaling that I use to process what's going on and how I'm feeling. Same applies for the morning pages. And when it comes to like prayer and meditation, especially if it's prayer for meditation, that's very healing, but I also find journaling to be very healing too. To me, it's free therapy. And like seeing a therapist is very expensive. And especially these days, it's crazy what people have to pay. But you know what? I'm not gonna knock it, because to each their own. If you feel comfortable seeing a therapist, by all means, that's fine. But if for people who choose not to, who choose to go the cheaper route, whether it's prayer or meditation or journaling or whatever it is, all of the above, that's good too. And yeah, I have no idea how far into it I'm gonna get, but I'll just keep plodding along, see where it's gonna take me. And the first time around, when I was winding down and doing them, meaning like I start to lose interest in them, I really have no idea why. I can't explain why I lost interest in doing morning pages. My theory is that I probably got bored with doing them. And I came to a point as to where I started to hate doing them. Could be having something to do with the boredom. I don't know. I don't know what the issue was, but I don't know if that's gonna happen again. I hope not, because I do, deep down inside, I do enjoy doing morning pages, and I'm really gonna have to force myself to dig deep and do a lot of healing. Of course, I'm gonna pray to the Lord for him to heal me as well. That goes without saying. And yeah, we'll see where this all goes. And I'm not gonna do full through my morning pages though, because these are it's just brain dump. It's just like random thoughts, a stream of conscience. And actually, people who do morning pages, the author of the book, she suggests not to show them to anybody. That's kind of like the X-rated version of journaling to begin with. And I kind of hate to use that term, but that's the only term that I could think of, because it's so deep and dark. But I do want to dig deep into my own inner self and figure myself out. And I want to figure out like why I am the way I am, why I have the tendencies that I do. What are my deepest, darkest secrets that have yet to be surfaced? And that's pretty much my whole goal to doing morning pages, is to pretty much dig deep and see where I go with it. And I'll let you know of any updates of my journaling, of my morning pages, if I continue to do them or not. That remains to be seen. I'm not going to be working them again until tomorrow morning, of course, and get all that good stuff out of the way and see how it goes. And I'll bring you updates whenever possible. And I hope you have a good Labor Day. Bye, guys. Bye.